because for us to get the beauty of the game, the ball has to move. And this is not what we're seeing. Any mistake that comes from any of the side is going to affect the club.
Matilda Bless Fodu to take this free kick for Jonina. She sent a long one in, but it's a handball. A handball and a decision as well from the referee, who is saying that it's time for them to play the remaining 15 minutes. So that means the standard procedure would be followed. So additional 15 minutes for this game to produce a winner, or perhaps the penultimate, which is the penalty kick, to rather decide who ends up on the laughing side tonight.
Faith, I would say, for the second half had been the stronger side, because when frustration sets in, you don't get your tactics really well. And then we having the second challenge, that is the rain. They push the ball and the ball never moves. I would have hoped there's any drainage system that would really get the water away. I want to see a very beautiful game between the Police and Ampem Darkoa, but this water will be an impediment.
Francisca Asante clearing the lines for Faith Ladies. Joyce Atimbila, she's actually the player that scored the first goal ever for Jonina Ladies in their maiden grand finale in the Women's FA Cup.
And I really expected that. She has really delivered to herself and then Agnes Yabua. I was expecting both players to have given the first goal to their side. And then that was what I saw.
It is worth noting that these two teams are playing the grand finale of the Women's FA Cup for the very first time in their history. Felicity Asante in a tussle with Portia Nana Preke of Faith Ladies. It's free kick. Free kick to Jonina Ladies. Faith would have to defend this with every fiber in them. They can't afford to concede. It's sent into the half. But Faith, after believing and having faith, they have cleared. Beauty Abena Julius, Matilda Blessfodu with a shot on target. Both teams playing their first ever Women's FA Cup grand finale, and they're having a lot to tell. And this game would go down as a day that all of them would remember. That the day that I played my first ever finals in women's football, I was really, really soaked in the race.
That is a history for your children to get to know, It's really impressive as a lady to do this at this time. I wouldn't be surprised if Annabelle really gets the player of the match. More focused, goalkeeper for the day.
We've played 108 minutes So that means we are left with 12 minutes to decide who gets to take home that coveted trophy. Joyce Atimbila. She had that push, a very tactical one, which was detected by the referee. Beauty Abner Julius, the offender. So Janina would have another chance to perhaps grab the winner. Matilda Bless Fodu. The grand finale of the Women's FA Cup. Matilda Bless Fodu sent it in, not on target. She went for goal.
I wouldn't say that this is a hard luck. Both teams are really vying for this win today. And then the captain for the day. It's not surprising to me telling me that she was an old player of Faith Ladies. And then just meeting up with your ex, do I say ex team? This is a mistake.
Janina Ladies. But Faith would go again.
I don't think Osman has been tested so much in the second half. Comparing the both sides, Annabelle has been having all that heat.
Throw into Faith Ladies. Rather a corner which they can perhaps make it count with just 9 minutes on the clock. A corner kick that Matilda Damois has fancied. She sends it in. A header! And there is the goal. Goal coming from the unlikely goal scorer. Faith Ladies get the lead for the first time in this game, and they do it at a very crucial moment, just as it was swung in. A beautiful header from Falilatu Abubakar, and the player actually used a hand.
It never came.
But then the ball had already crossed the line.
It didn't come to them easily. They have worked towards it.
You look at the passion.
You could see that in their eyes. You could see that in the eyes of Faith Ladies. They really came. They came to win and then conquer.
Faith Ladies finally and settling the defense of Janina and getting the lead for the first time in this game. Janina hoping to find the equalizer, because they are not only battling it out against Faith Ladies, but they are also battling it out against the clock. It keeps taking. Depending on the side that you support, you would say that it should rather take very fast. But if you rather want an equalizer, just as Janina, a fan of Janina and every other Janina fan base out there, a howler, a tangle and a penalty, area of Faith ladies. The half an empowering that Faith ladies had to go through in order to clear their lines was a testament of how they have indeed fared in the entire game. Corner kick to Jonina. 6 minutes for Jonina to seek redemption. Corner kick is sent in, but Faith ladies do with it. Faith are believing. Dazzling run from Alamisi, and she continues. Faith nearly compounded the misery for Jonina ladies.
Congratulations to their fans, you know, for you to pull up this performance at the latter part of the game. This is brilliant.
Corner kick to Faith ladies, and now they are on a jolly ride.
I'm happy for them. I'm happy for them because they've worked compactly as a formidable side, and that is what you expect when you come full to conquer and win, as I said. Wow.
The incident of the Jonina ladies player using her hand in order to try and clear it reminds me of that famous incident of Luis Suarez in the 2010 World Cup.
Of course, I don't think we should. Ghanaians would be happy to be reminded about this unfortunate history.
Faith with another shot, which is just a whisker away. 4 minutes left for Faith to be crowned winners of the Women's FA Cup for 2024-2025 season. In the same vein, 4 minutes left for Jonina to get that critical and crucial equalizer. Joyce Atimbila will be one of the players who would really be hit hard with the turn of events if her side failed to get the equalizer and potentially sending the game to the penalty kick.
Faith will not leave no stone unturned, and I don't think they are going to give Jonina that advantage for them to equalize the second goal that they've given to them.
But football is a game full of uncertainties.
Of course.
Goals can be scored even in micro-milliseconds. Anything can happen. Henrietta Addo gets a yellow card, so that happens to be the second booking of this game. Free kick to Jonina at a very advantageous position. Matilda Bless Fodu has been substituted. She has been replaced by Sekina to Amadou. Jonina ladies with just 2 minutes left to ensure that this becomes very fruitful. Confirmation of the substitution by Janina ladies. It swung in, sent in again, but the ball had already crossed the line. A minute left.
1 minute left. Oh, okay. I think that is a fair.
It wasn't clinically sent in. The delivery was not as sumptuous as expected. Beauty Abena Julius. If you look at how Fed ladies were so much composed when Janina ladies were indeed making a lot of incursions in the game, pressurizing them, doing a lot of pressing in their half. Fed ladies were so good with how they were tamed and composed in ensuring that it did not result in a goal. And if they should end up being victorious in this grand finale, at least much of that appreciation also has to go to their goalkeeper, Annabelle Bansa, who has indeed, against all odds,
their captain for the day, they have really held them down.
The 20 minutes is up. So that means 120 minutes of football. And the scoreline is currently favoring the team that believed and had faith. And that is Fed Ladies.
The club of Dansuman, you know, they're actually coming from my wood. My hood, you know.
So that means you've been supporting.
I initially told them that I might be biased.
You've been supporting them within all as well.
They've made me proud.
Faith are on the verge of being crowned champions. Janina on the other side are on the verge of having a sorry end. And looking at how the referee occasionally looks at her clock, the whistle might go any moment from now. Fed Ladies with another one sent in by Angela Asantewa ensures that there is some level of stability in the defense of Janina Ladies. Janina and Faith halt that attack once again. Portia Nana Prempe commits a very tactical foul. It is the moment that every team, just as Faith, every player would protect the lead with every fiber in them. It's all over. Faith Ladies had the faith, and they have indeed been crowned the champions of the Women's FA Cup for the 2024-2025 season. The rain could not halt or dim their shine and faith. They persevered, they were consistent, they inquired, but most importantly, they had faith. And the faith, as the Bible says, does everything.
So I'm so proud of them. You know, I think even before we were about starting this game, people thought they were the underdogs. But they came in full, well composed, relaxed. They sat back, studied the game, and then they pulled the goal. They've made the Dansuman community proud.
Faith.
This is well deserving. This is really well deserving. And it's a consolation to their fans.
Faith are the champions of the Women's FA Cup. And at least in as much as they have been relegated this season, they would have something to be cheerful about, something to inspire them to fight back as they play in Division 1 from next season. Fight back and come back to the top tier of the Women's Premier League, where with this performance they rightly deserve to be. A night, an unforgettable night altogether for these two teams who made the inaugural grand finale in women's football in Ghana. And as fate would have it, and where the odds would favor, it means that Faith Ladies are the champions. The Dansuma-based team traveled and came all the way to the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. They came empty-handed. They came as a relegated team in the top tier, hoping to just play their grand finale and let things slide and look forward to how they would fare in the Division 1 from next season. But when they came in a dance, of course, and in a contest with Destiny, Destiny gave them a different narrative.
I wouldn't be surprised. The day was actually for them. You know, everything was going well for them. Because for the first half and even the start of the second half, we couldn't see that much prospects from Faith. But they have really pulled surprise getting to the latter part of the game, and definitely the better side at the latter part has won.
So this is how we began after the temporal hold up as a result of the heavy rains. Faith had a goal here. The ball had already crossed the line, but Agnes Azasi did the unthinkable as an outfield player. But because the ball had already crossed the line, referee awarded the goal. But there should have been some sort of punishment for her for using her hand as an outfield player.
What was she thinking? Using her hand? I think she could have done much better with the head than using the hand. I don't know why she was not given a yellow card for that.
This was the moment that Janina ladies thought they could have had the equalizer, but it was just not meant to be. Faith ensured that their anchor held very, very steadily. At the end of 120 minutes of action, despite the rains, despite the inevitable occurrence of nature, the game continued and it eventually produced a winner, and that winner is Faith Ladies
of Dansuma.
The Dansuma-based team, as Esther would require, because she's Dansuma-based.
We are so proud of our hold, you know.
In no time, medals would be given out. But until then, Faith would continue to enjoy in the background, whereas Janina ladies would have to go and hope to come back stronger.
But notwithstanding, I think Janina really did well. looking at the percentage wise, they played their heart out. I think the day wasn't theirs, and it's gone to the deserving side. But I'll still commend Janina for pulling out that performance for the day. I think they were not actually making use of the early chances that they got in the first half. That has been their downfall for the day.
A new winner after the dominance of Hazakes ladies as well as Ampem Darkoa ladies. And talking about Ampem Darkoa ladies, in the next few minutes they will be in action, and that is the grand finale of the Women's Premier League.
And then glued to our TV set to see that cracker for the end of the day.
So presentations would in no time be done so that winners would end up with their various prizes. This was a decisive moment altogether for Janina. Janina thought it was either now or never. Football has its days. It has its moments where you get the chances and you don't convert. It becomes a different thing altogether. Since from the final whistle,
ladies are winners of the 2020.
With my pundit, Esther Adomako. Esther, what a game we witnessed. A thrilling game. Very, very thrilling. It had everything. Unfortunately, the 90 minutes didn't produce any goals. It was rather the 30 minutes of extra time that produced so many magical moments, so many goals, and everything. What do you make of the game we witnessed?
I have been thrilled this afternoon. It's almost evening, so yeah, I've been thrilled today. I have really enjoyed women's football. I didn't know the game would be this exciting because Fed ladies were relegated. So I thought Jonina had a upper hand over them, but then the way they comported themselves, the way they set forward, the coach is great. Coach Raymond, he has shown that even though he's out of the league proper, he still has potentials in his team, and he won't be in the Division 1 for long. I'm certain that he will come back to the Premier League very soon. And with officiating, the referee has been solid. You
think it's a 10 out of 10 performance for the referee?
9.5.
9.5.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
The referee has been good. The referee, during the second half, the game became a little bit aggressive, but the referee was able to calm things down, and she was able to control the game. The assist one, thumbs up to you. You did a very great job. In fact, the officiating officials for today's game has been excellent, and I really enjoyed myself. I wish I was on the pitch playing.
I'm sure so did every single person who turned up here at the University of Ghana Stadium. So it's still the Women's Football Festival. We just saw a thrilling and an epic finals in the Women's FA Cup. Faith Ladies of Dansoman beating Jonina Ladies to be crowned champions by 2-1. And the heroine for the day for Faith Ladies was Erica Obin. She scored twice, and after Jonina scored, you were thinking it's game over, and then they scored, and then they went on to score again.
Before the match started, I told you something that Faith Ladies will be extra motivated to win this game. I remember I said that.
Yeah, you did say.
Yeah, but then I didn't know Erica could pull a surprise. I'm happy she has pulled herself, and she has shown the world what she's really made up of. So, and I'm very glad that at least Erica was able to get a brace for her side, and it has won Faith Ladies the trophy.
But you think Jonina deserved this one because they created the best chances. They threatened from minute 1 to minute 120. They dominated the game. You think the game has been unfair to them?
Jonina, it's a fair game. For me, it's a fair game because if you create chances and you take it, at the end of the day, you are able to score more goals. But when you are wasteful up front and you spoil all your chances, you don't deserve the trophy.
It's as simple as that. It's always about goals. That's what a game of football is about. And we just witnessed one breathtaking game. Anyhow you choose to describe it, it's definitely going to fit it. Because in 90 minutes, there were no goals. But in the first 2 minutes of extra time, both teams traded goals. And then Faith Ladies kept on with that firepower to go on and score. Erica Obin scoring twice for Faith Ladies to beat Jonina Ladies. So currently is the presentation ongoing. The game was nearly marred by heavy rains, but then I think it's light showers now, and the presentation isn't happening on the pitch, but then in the VIP section. Now let's talk a bit about Faith Ladies. This is a team that has been in existence for a long time. You talk about one of the oldest female teams or women's team in the country. You talk about Faith Ladies. Unfortunately, they might put that league season behind them. But what does this do to their confidence and then also the history of the club?
With Faith Ladies winning this season's FA Cup, it will be a very big boost to the entire team. It will boost their confidence. Even I believe once they play in the Division 1 league, they'll be highly motivated that if they put in much effort. Looking at the potentials of Erica, she can carry the team along, and then they will have the belief that if they should work hard next season, hopefully they'll come back to the Premier League.
Alright, so presentation of medals for the referees currently ongoing, and the referees have done a yeoman's job. They've done great. So we have center referee being the women. That was what's currently on your screens. That's what you are watching currently. So let me bring you in, Jonina. Where do they go from here?
If you lose a game, I don't believe it's the end of your life. There are still more opportunities and more chances. Jonina is in the Women's Premier League. Next season, they can up their effort, probably win the league trophy, and the next season they can.
They have enough quality to win the Women's Premier League.
There's always a first time. And this Jonina team that I've seen, it's a young side, full of potentials. Yeah, they have experienced technical men around the team who will help the team to qualify and to win trophies. So I hope that all is not lost for Jonina as we see it. They may have other things in store for us. So as the league progresses or as the days goes by, we must have faith in them that hopefully they can pull a surprise.
So that's what Yababy thinks. She thinks Jonina can pull a surprise hopefully next season. So it was a thrilling game we witnessed over here, but then Bonsa Annabelle, the goalkeeper for Faith Ladies, she got injured this season. At some point she was out, and you know, most of the Faith Ladies fans are alluding their relegation from the top flight, you know, to her injury. Do you think today she was the stand-up performer for Faith Ladies?
Yes, you know, a very good goalkeeper helps his or her team to win matches, and Faith Ladies goalkeeper has proven beyond reasonable doubt that she's the type of goalkeeper who can win matches for her team. So her injury in a way affected her team in the league, but she's back on the field and she has shown what she's made up of. She has shown that she's a very dangerous keeper when she's fully fit, and that was what we all saw today.
Alright, so the person we are talking about is the Faith Ladies goalkeeper Annabelle Bansa, who was in between the stakes for the Langsaman-based side. And
so this is the most precious moment altogether for Beauty Abena Julius, who ends up getting, of course, the trophy for her side. And look at her majestically walking towards her teammates and others to go and present it to them and say that the job that we did, this is the fruit of the effort and what we labored for right through from round of 64 way through to round of 32, round of 16 quarterfinals, semi-finals, and now in the grand finale. We believed, we had the faith that we can do it, and we have indeed done it. Winners of the Women's FA Cup for the 2024-2025 season, and her teammates are patiently waiting for the trophy, for the crown to be brought to them. And this is the penultimate stage, the climax, and it's the dream of every footballer to once in a while have such a beautiful and stunning experience. What Faith Ladies have toiled for throughout the season, so far as this knockout competition is concerned, has become football. Faith Ladies are the winners, and they did it in a very persistent manner. They trailed and showed that they equalized and took the lead for the first time in the game. And when they took the lead, they never allowed the lead to slip them by. Champions of the Women's FA Cup for 2024-2025 season, Faith Ladies, the Dansoma-based club. They came, they saw everything that transpired, and they ended up being conquerors. They are champions of the Women's FA Cup. Their first time making it to the finals of a major competition in Ghana, and they didn't only grace the moment, they ensured they stole the moment and enjoyed every bit of it. Faith Ladies are the champions. And right after this, we would have the grand finale of the Women's Premier League. It's going to be another action-packed moment in women's football tonight. But until then, it is the glorious moment of Faith Ladies to ensure that they enjoy the moment. Faith Ladies are the champions.
Like I keep saying, unfortunately, one person would have to win. And it went in favor of Faith Ladies, who have not had the best of runs when it comes to the Premier League. But just behind them, Ampem Darkoa and Please Ladies are getting ready for the champion of champions, who gets to be crowned the winner of the 2024-2025 Women's Premier League, the MALTA Guinness Women's Premier League for 2024-2025. They are getting ready for that game. DJ, take over.
All right, so welcome back. We're still here at the University of Ghana Stadium. It is the Women's Football Festival still happening. We've witnessed one epic finale, and that was the Women's FA Cup final between Jonina Ladies and then also Faith Ladies. So Faith Ladies have been crowned champions of the 2024-2025 Women's FA Cup. Congratulations to them. They've worked so hard to get to where they are in the FA Cup. Unfortunately, in the league, they are out of this season. They'll be playing at Division 1, but they wouldn't care. It's all celebrations for the Dansoman-based side throughout the night and possibly even into next week. But then let's send our focus to the next game